Alright, everybody, and welcome to the Osu World Cup. We're in the round of 16. It's going to be a loser's bracket match with Hong Kong versus Czechia. I'm Ethan, and I'm joined by Janitor.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we've got quite a close match. 26 seed versus the 23rd seed, with Czech Republic being the higher seeded team of this match.
Yeah, also I think widely seen as one of the most competitive matches potentially. The only other one with sort of like equal standing between the teams, like Netherlands versus Argentina, I think.
Yeah, they're one seed apart. So yeah, we've got some interesting losers bracket matches for this weekend. And we're starting off with potentially a banger. Could be. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the seeding definitely makes me feel like it could be quite close.
Yeah, I think this is really interesting because both teams did get swept last week. Hong Kong versus the UK, Czechia versus Chile.
Yeah, they had some really unfortunate matchups the first week, so it'll be nice to see them playing against a team that they should be able to compete pretty well against. It's like we'll be seeing the bands coming in. Oh wait, this is the wrong chat. We're seeing the other matches chat right now. Well, looks like Indonesia on the other on the B stream banned Hidden One. All right.
Of course.
All right. Yeah, here's the actual bans. Youngin for Hong Kong banning Nomad 3.
Okay, so that's the speed and finisher map. Not too surprising, Czechia has, I think, two-digit players who are very good at speed.
Yeah. Looks like they'll be banning Nomad 4. Okay, so just 2 Nomad maps out. Bit interesting.
Yeah, Chile really struggled a lot on the gimmick last week, so it's not too surprising. I think both teams kind of have a bit of a depth issue where they usually have 2 pretty good players for things, but they struggle to find a third player.
Yeah, a lot of teams this year, I think it's the first year of like 3v3 in a while. I'm not sure how long it's been. I know 3v3 was ran at some point in the World Cup for TWC, but I have no clue what year it was last ran with. But a lot of teams are having that issue.
Yeah, it was 2017 was the last time there was 3v3.
Wow, I wasn't even playing. I think I just downloaded Osu in 2017. I was not playing Taiko yet.
It's ancient history at this point.
Yes.
Okay, I would expect after a Nomad 3 ban for, like, DT2.
HR1, okay. Was not expecting that as a first pick. Czech Republic did do a bit better than Hong Kong on HR1 and qualifiers, though. So this could be a pretty decent pick, but do we know?
Yeah, this is a losers bracket match, so there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I imagine the tension is quite high because it's a really close match and it's in losers bracket, and you also don't really want to go out losers round 1. That would kind of suck and be unfortunate. So both teams are going to be definitely trying their hardest here today.
Yeah, it's a really interesting pick. Last week, Czechia did play Hard Rock 2, and they seem to kind of struggle finding a good third player for it. But it could just be that they're more comfortable on the more slower, techy Hard Rock.
Yeah, that could be the case. as HR1 is generally more friendly to players that don't play Hard Rock compared to HR2.
Yeah, it could also be a tactical pick. Last week, Hong Kong did play Hard Rock 2 as well, and their third player was having a lot of difficulties with that.
So I wonder if maybe that'll kind of be like the thing where it might just be like two players are doing pretty good on both sides, but then the third player kind of makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I think that could happen with a lot of the lower seeded teams, which can't really afford to have a lot of depth in terms of like different skill sets.
Yeah, for sure. All right, going to be starting off HR1, picked by Czechia. Pretty decent map length, 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Not too short, but not too long. Irone just spamming their drum.
That's a standard.
Yep. Looks like they didn't decide to skip the intro. All right. Oh, an early miss from Irone.
Yeah, Henry also struggling a little bit with accuracy. Meanwhile, all three players on Czechia's side doing pretty well.
Yeah, all of them are at above 99% right now. He's gonna help them out early on. Henry's accuracy is climbing a bit, but oh, that miss right there. Gonna make things a bit tough for Hong Kong. Maro dropping under 99%. Hong Kong's getting a lot more. And Tora there with a miss. Gonna maybe help close the gap a little bit, but still the accuracy difference is heavily in favor of Czechia. Oh my, oh no, that is a very unfortunate drop from Henry. That was an entire pattern.
Yeah, that's gonna really swing it back, and all three players in Czechia still holding above 99 as well.
Yeah, that could be already it. I don't know. I think it'd come down to just a full team drop, honestly, for Hong Kong to be able to come back into this. But Young and missing right there is going to make things very difficult for Hong Kong.
Yeah, Irone is doing pretty well for themselves at I-99, actually the highest accuracy in the lobby, but yeah, it's just a little bit too much of a difference.
Fortunately for Hong Kong, I don't think there's any chance for a comeback. It looks like the first map will be going over to Czechia. And that's going to be it for the first map. Czechia taking their own map. 2 FCs on the side of Czechia. Pretty good accuracy all around. Golden dropped under 99%, but still quite solid. Irone with really incredible accuracy on the side of Hong Kong, unfortunately missing towards the end.
Yeah, actually the best 100 count. Oh, we've hit him one immediately.
Okay. Looks like Hong Kong kind of have a plan going into this match if they're going to be instantly going with hidden one.
If you're losing on the hard rock, it's definitely not a bad choice. So I think maybe the concerning thing for Hong Kong is that Czechia didn't ban this map, but they did ban the gimmick map instead, so maybe they're just also not very comfortable in either.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot riding at this point though, because if Hong Kong ends up losing on both the hard rock and the hidden, all of a sudden becomes really hard for them to pick anything.
Yeah, because there's still like Hidden 2 and HR2 left. As the full Hidden Pool and Hard Rock Pool are all available. So a breakpoint here would be really tough for Hong Kong.
Yeah, free mod rules also means that Czechia would likely have the advantage on most of the free mod if they end up being stronger overall in the head.
Hands up, we gonna drop. 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 Face on the floor, make you lose control.
Alright, so some commiserating before heading into hit 1.
We'll be seeing Xing coming in for Hong Kong.
Yeah, Golden also switching in too.
Face on the floor, make you lose control.
This map is fairly dangerous. I don't think it reaches quite the same lows as Hidden 1 from last week. Overall, this map is faster, but it makes up for it by having much trickier patterns overall.
Yeah, you can already see the patterns are quite tricky, and it's catching Czechia off guard quite a bit. 2 players missing right away. Meanwhile, there's 2 SSs on the side of Hong Kong. Oh, Irone picking up some misses. Fliprop and Maro also dropping. Fliprop, oh no, they're struggling a lot. Spinosa's, just the entirety of Czechia is really struggling on this map. The misses on the side of Hong Kong, but still, Czechia is just, they are just not having a fun time with this map. 2 players, 70% accuracy, oh no.
Yeah, Hong Kong also picking up quite a few misses, but not nearly as many.
Yeah, when one of the players on the side of Czechia drops, they just like miss an entire pattern. It's really hard for them to recover. They're dropping some misses on the slower section.
It's going to be really hard after this section, around 2/3 of the map, because afterwards the SV actually picks up, so scores will start stabilizing.
Yeah. This is already really tough. I think it already just pretty much goes to Hong Kong. Like, that's a huge score difference. It's nearly, I think it's like 500,000 or something.
Yeah, Xing in particular doing really well in his combo.
Well, they do miss quite a bit, but still, 95%. This map is pretty much over already, unfortunately for Czechia.
I think we have a match here.
Yeah. Oh no, Maro's starting to stop playing.
No, that's actually the high-level psychological strategy of preventing the tilt for this map.
Fair.
That's high-level competition strats. You're making sure that you're not frustrating yourself on the map that you already know that you've lost, instead focusing on the next map. Oh my god, look at that difference.
Yeah, that is brutal. Oh my goodness. That is nearly we're approaching like a 1 million score difference. 880,000 points. That is very unfortunate for Czechia, but it is now tied up, and they have the next pick. I'm kind of worried about Fremont, honestly, because one of the players has to play Hidden, and all of them were struggling with slow Hidden, so that could be kind of troubling for Czechia if any of the free mods have like a really slow section that they haven't practiced.
Yeah, free mod 1 and 2 kind of fall into that category. Free mod 3 is a bit more normal.
Looks like Czechia going with HR2. I mean, HR1 worked pretty well for them last time.
Yeah, a good idea. Seems like it's also going to be a really strong point. Yeah, so we have Yongin coming back. It is still entirely possible that Hong Kong will actually get the furry buff and end up overtaking Czechia with Breakpoint.
Ah, true. Never underestimate the furry buff in Taiko.
Yeah, furries are insane at Taiko. I'm assuming since Golden is in the chat still that he... Oh, he's not subbing in. That's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, Golden should be coming in, but I guess not. Okay. I was kind of expecting them to play it. Alright.
Yeah, I think they also did not play the Hard Rock 2 last week, so it seems like that's just their Hard Rock roster.
Yeah, I guess they just don't like speed HR. Understandable, especially if you have like a 60 Hz monitor or something. Oh god, I could not play speed HR at all till I got like 144 Hz.
I suffered for quite a long time on 60 Hz and only very, very recently managed to not play on 60 Hz.
I think Taiko is one of the game modes that has like the biggest buff for high refresh rate monitors, especially with HR and stuff.
Yeah, it depends on your perspective though, because there is an advantage of 60 Hz, which is that you see the same note in two different places at once. So it increases the amount of time you have to read it.
I see. Oh, some really early misses there from Tora. That's gonna give the lead over to Hong Kong early on. Accuracies are quite even across both teams. Xing with a couple of misses, flips it back over to Czechia's side. A couple more as well. Oh my, Xing is starting to pick up a lot of misses. Yongin as well. Only FC is on the side of Arone for Hong Kong.
Now it's Morrow getting his revenge with a 99.88.
Yeah, Hong Kong are really struggling to hold combo now. Fliprop ends up missing. Drops their full combo. Now there's only one full combo. Things are going pretty strong for Czechia, but they've got to hold on to their combos and accuracies to keep it going.
Yeah, a lot of the difference is just coming down to Morrow having the highest accuracy and only full combo left.
Yeah, oh, some misses from Fliprop and Tora, though. There's still a bit of map left. It could flip over to Hong Kong's side still. It's not over yet.
Especially with the ending having some finishers into it.
Yeah, I think the accuracy difference is really helping out Czechia, though. As Xing is at 95%. It's making things a bit difficult for Hong Kong. Fliprop missing again.
Helps, but I think they're going to need maybe 2 or 3 more of those.
Yeah. Getting closer to the map. Oh no, Xing with some misses at the very end. I think that confirms it. Morrow missing, dropping their full combo, but it's not enough. Czechia will be taking the second point of the match. Now it's 2-1. No breakpoints just yet.
And surprisingly missing on the finishers at the end. Those are pretty brutal.
4 100s and 8 100s from Tora. I didn't even notice Tora's accuracy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very strong accuracy from Czechia. And it really allowed them to just be able to run away with that map. As the combos were kind of close-ish, aside from Morrow basically full comboing.
Yeah, accuracy was the huge difference maker there.
Yeah, big things about Taiko that players from other game modes might not be looking into is accuracy and finishers are very, very important. Pretty sure all the players have their finishers there, but if someone didn't hit their finishers, there'd be a way bigger score difference.
Alright, surprisingly going for a hidden 2, which I think will probably be a lot closer. Czechia played hidden 2 last week, and they seem perfectly comfortable on it.
I think it might favor Hong Kong still, but yeah, this should be a lot closer. This shouldn't be nearly a million score difference. Hopefully. I pray. Please, don't do this to me.
Yeah, Czechia had a triple FC, actually, but with some really questionable accuracy on the part of Golden, which I'm not sure what...
Oh, wait, actually, I remember that. That was kind of scary. Yeah, Golden's accuracy is kind of scary on hidden.
What happens when you're in no one?
Feels bad.
I'm surprised because I thought he played a lot of like easy hidden BT, but I guess that didn't translate as well. It's just hidden, maybe.
I don't know. I can't play hidden at all, so I can't relate.
Oh, right.
There's one infamous tweet out there about me not being able to play hidden.
That's you, Wolf.
Yep.
Right, so... Oh, right, there is a slower section in hidden too, so hopefully that won't be a problem for Czechia.
Yeah, that could be a problem for Czechia. They just have to hit it. They don't need fantastic accuracy on it, I believe.
Hong Kong's accuracy has been better on the hidden. Or I guess it's better in the sense that they're not getting like 200 misses.
Yeah. I think it's more of a combo issue though, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see. Otherwise, they've been pretty competitive so far. And the winner of this, I think, will determine who can actually start dipping into free mod.
Or maybe both teams will just try to avoid it. Hong Kong with an early accuracy lead, not too surprised there. Flip-Flop with an early miss. It's gonna extend Hong Kong's lead just a little bit farther.
Yeah, that's really where the third player syndrome really comes in for some teams. Both Golden and Baro are doing fairly well, but Flip-Flop and Shing missing there actually in the slow section.
Yeah, although the accuracy difference between Flip-Flop and Shing is quite substantial. Flip-Flop at around 95 to 94%. Golden actually missing as well. Now there's only one full combo on the side of Czechia, and also one full combo on the side of Hong Kong, as some misses are coming in from a lot of players right there. Still, though, the lead is heavily in favor of Hong Kong off of accuracy. Oh my, Henry missing a lot. Ironi also missing. It's flipping over to Czechia's side now, but it's a very unstable lead. Henry missing more, giving Czechia an even stronger lead now. Flip-Flop and Golden missing. It flips over again, over to Hong Kong's side. Oh my, this is a really close map. Maro missing on the slowdown.
I find it incredibly funny that, depending on the SV, one of the teams keeps missing.
Yeah.
It's basically a question. Can Hong Kong hold through the high SV sections? Nope, oh my god.
Henry trading. Xing Irone also missing. Combo's fully reset side of Hong Kong, but I don't know if there's enough time really for a comeback for Czechia. Henry missing the entire stream, but everyone the side of Czechia misses, and it goes over to Hong Kong. Oh my goodness. What a close map.
That was So scary at the end, but Golden and Mario actually missing the last couple of notes.
Henry missed so many notes in the end, but everyone on the side of Czechia missed on the last couple of notes. Oh my goodness. And yeah, now it's tied up 2-2. What a close map.
And you can see, once again, third player syndrome. Hong Kong somehow having a stronger average score, but Czechia's accuracy on the side of flip rock just not really doing too hot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the accuracy difference, I think, did cost Czechia the point there.
Okay, now the question of what do you think next? I would just assume that Czechia has the advantage on the double time. Free mod is weird because you no longer have to have that third player playing the mod that they can't play. You just have one person doing their strongest mod each.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where they can go with this. It's a little bit tricky to figure out which pick they might go for. I'm gonna predict maybe a DT2 pick. I'm very wrong, it's free mod 3. Okay.
That's a really interesting pick. Okay, so free mod 3 is the mod encouraging pick, where it's pretty accessible for both mods and also for hidden hard rock. I'm guessing Czechia will not go for all hidden hard rock or Hong Kong.
That would be quite absurd to see a lower seeded team do that.
That would be hilarious. But
even like a team like the United States, which is second seed, they're struggling doing all three hidden hard rock.
yeah, this one is possible, but because of the score thresholds, where it's around 2%, either equal combo 2% less accuracy, or equal accuracy 1 miss.
I have a feeling both teams are going to play it pretty safe, and all the players are just going to play with one single mod. Maybe one player might step up to the plate and play hidden hard rock.
Yeah, that's what's really interesting about free mod with 3 people, and with the new free mod rules this year, which is that some teams can really just afford to have one player carry with hidden hard rock, and the others just try for combo.
Yeah, we've seen some teams try that strategy.
Yeah, it's really common in Standard where the score differential means that if you have just 2 players taking on hidden hard rock and they keep missing all over the place, the score difference is not really all that high, and full combos are more valuable. Historically, I haven't seen it much in Taiko, but with 3v3, anything is possible.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much 3v3, so it can be kind of hard to predict. Sudden death. One of the players is saying, oh my goodness.
Yeah, there is like 1 or 2 slower sections, like in between the, I don't know my music terms, like the chorus drop.
Okay, there's actually I was expecting Hong Kong to be the one to go with hidden hard rock instead of Czechia, but it looks like we'll be seeing a mod advantage for Czechia, as Maro is going to be going with hidden hard rock, and everyone else in lobby is just with one mod. Shing missing one of the first couple of notes. It's been unfortunate, but it's only the first couple of notes, and the map's quite long, so it's not too bad. Yeah, Czechia having the mod advantage means that they can trip up a little bit more on their accuracy.
which is a
still
good
be-
thing.
Yeah, because they have
it's
been
not doing
struggling with
well.
it. Yeah, I think Czechia going with an extra mod isn't the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, the good thing is that the easier the map is, the better it is to have mod advantage, because it's less likely to miss.
Benison is kind of struggling to hold their accuracy here, though. 95%. It is allowing Hong Kong to have a very slight lead early on. But Henry's also kind of struggling in the side of Hong Kong. Barely 97% accuracy.
Yeah, this map is base 87 seeds, so I'm not surprised at having such a hard time with it.
Yeah, that is fair. I did not see the base OD being that high. Maro missing. Okay. It's going to help out Hong Kong a little bit. They have the lead right now, but it's very small. Henry missing. He wants to flip on over, and it is flipping over just barely. Oh, Maro missing again, though. He just keeps on flicking back and forth.
Another miss from Shing.
Oh man, Hong Kong seems to have the advantage here, but it's just such a tiny lead. Only by a few 100s.
Yeah, Spinoza actually doing a bang-up job of not missing.
Oh no, don't say that.
But
Gonna curse him. Oh, Maro with quite a big miss right there. That's gonna give Hong Kong an okay-ish lead. More misses from Maro. Getting towards the end of the map. Hong Kong might be able to take this. Henry missing. Spinison also dropping. Fortunately, Spinison dropping their full combo is going to hurt Czechia a bit, but that's a huge miss there from Shing, and it flips on over to side of Czechia.
yeah, missing on the 1416, and then after this, it's one more log stream.
Oh my, Maro missing a bit. It's going down to the wire, just a few more patterns. And it looks like Czechia will be taking it. I'm not sure if there's any more notes, really. And yeah, that's going to be it. Yeah, Czechia will be taking it. Now it's 3-2. Winning on their own pick, just barely clenching through and winning. It looked like Hong Kong was going to take it, but some unfortunate misses at the end from them allowed Czechia to be able to take it.
Yeah,
and also an FC. Yeah, Tora. Thank goodness they held on their FC, because if they didn't, things might have gone over to the side of Hong Kong, and that would have been an early break point. There's still no break points. 5 maps in. Oh my goodness.
They're just too good at picking it. Fremont won.
Okay.
You know, there's something really interesting about the strategy here. Because of the new Fremont rules, Czechia would, I think, love to go triple Hard Rock. But they can't, because they need to have a hidden. But they don't. They're capable of playing slow hitting, which all of the Fremont maps have to some extent. So they're basically forced to go hit Hard Rock instead. And clearly they're also not very comfortable in Hard Rock either. So that's some really interesting information.
Yeah, the free mods for this match are quite interesting because of the rules set up. Where Czechia, well, Fremont 3 does favor them, and they did win that. Fremont 1, on the other hand, favors Hong Kong just due to how the rules work.
Yeah, they have much less of a burden of just finding someone to play Hidden and Hard Rock. Whereas Czechia seems like they don't really want to force anyone to play Hidden.
like we'll be seeing Takuto for Hong Kong. I don't think we've seen him in this match yet.
This is also our first time seeing Nevker from Czechia. Golden also subbing that game.
Yeah, so if I had to guess, maybe Nevker on Hidden, Golden on HR, and Maro on either HR or Hidden Hard Rock. Maybe, I don't, kind of hard to tell.
I think it's actually a good idea for these teams to just try to see if they can put someone on their mod.
Yeah, I actually, Czechia might just have a no-mod player, to be honest. I would not be surprised. Oh, wait, this is, okay, these are some really interesting mod spreads. Xing with Hidden Hard Rock, 2 no-mod players for the side of Hong Kong. And then for Czechia, it's 1 no-mod player and then 1 HR and 1 Hidden. Okay.
So the interesting thing about this is that because of the way the mods multiply, Xing actually has a higher multiplier, but having some early difficulty, so maybe neutralized already.
Yeah, it looks like this is such an interesting strategy. I'm actually really curious to see how this goes. Henry and Xing picking up some early misses. It's gonna let Czechia get an early lead. Maro missing though. Nevker, the no-mod player for Czechia, missing. It looks like it's going in favor of Czechia so far. Although some huge drops there from Golden. Oh my. Xing is really struggling with Hidden Hard Rock on this. They're really going for a strategy of just hoping Henry and Takuto can hold on to their combos. And just hoping that's enough.
I mean, it's not working. They're pretty close in score despite the fact that Xing is really not having a good time.
Yeah. Czechia has the lead, but it's a little bit unstable as it seems like everyone's struggling to hold on their combos. This could be an early breakpoint though for Czechia. This was Hong Kong's pick, and so far it's in favor of Czechia, but those misses from Nevker could stabilize things, could set things towards the center a little bit.
It's actually really close, but the issue is that Hong Kong is not really maxing out their no-mods quite just yet because Henry finds some misses.
Yeah. Yeah, Hong Kong really needs a second combo coming in. Oh my, some huge misses from Henry and Maro, but it's not really changing a lot. Getting towards the end of the map, it looks like it'll just be a breakpoint going in favor of Czechia. And yeah, unfortunately for Hong Kong, the Hidden Hard Rock strat did not work out quite as they intended, as that will be a breakpoint for Czechia.
Yeah, I liked the idea there. I think the problem is just that because of the accuracy combo spread in Taiko, you can't afford to tank that much.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't have one player just really struggling to hold just a combo there, or else it's going to be really tough to get a break point, or just get a point there.
Yeah, you can definitely see how that could work, though. Takuto, I think, top scoring that long, despite the fact that he was like no mod.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Xing was getting like an A rank, like maybe like a 95%, that could have worked pretty well for them. But unfortunately, without Taiko's scoring system, you can't really afford, like as you said, to have someone tank that much combo and accuracy. And now, Czechia on match point. Hong Kong are facing elimination from the entire tournament, as this is a loser's bracket match. And Czechia have the next pick. Things are looking kind of scary for Hong Kong.
But if you do want to support Hong Kong, though, you could immediately go and buy a profile banner for $2.50 USD.
Yep, you certainly could. You could help support the tournament and also support your favorite teams.
Or support Czechia, or any other team currently in.
Yep.
And if the team wins, then you get the banner for even longer.
Yeah, I believe you get the banner till the next TWC.
For only $2.50 USD. Nomad 1 is an interesting choice from Czechia.
Okay.
Thought they might pick DT instead. This is interesting. This is like the most neutral map, and Hong Kong seems to be okay with the Nomad at least.
Yeah, I think Hong Kong has pretty decent Nomad accuracy. So does Czechia as well, I'm pretty sure. But this is like kind of a scary pick for Czechia. I don't know how I feel about this. I think they've kind of... I guess they've ran out of picks or something.
Yeah, I think they might be hoping just for like out-acting Hong Kong. It is still OD7. Maybe they're really comfortable with their non-mod players. Okay, I guess we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. Potentially the final pick of the match. Hong Kong have to win 3 maps in a row, and also just winning the tiebreaker in order to be able to stay in the tournament. Things are looking rough for them, but still, it is quite doable.
Wait, this is actually Czechia's last pick. Oh, we're finding an odd instance.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate for Czechia, but at least it was quite early on, and they're recovering their accuracy quite quickly. Henry, though,
Oh my god.
missing a lot of notes right there. Tora does trade it a bit, though, and now things are even again. Henry trading that as well. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is quite a substantial miss. Irone also missing. Now there's only one combo for Hong Kong.
Okay, it seems like Chile's strategy here is just to try to outskill Hong Kong with their 2 core players.
Yeah, this is a huge accuracy difference. 2 players at 99% for the side of Czechia. It is still doable for Hong Kong to come back into this, but they're going to need to get some, they're going to need to increase their combos and hope for a drop from Czechia.
Which, certainly not out of the question. 50,000 score lead on 3v3 is nothing.
Yeah. Moving to the next Ki. Henry, Xing, both of them missing. It's going to make things really tough for Hong Kong. Irone also missing a full team draw for Hong Kong. Flip-Flop's going to be missing inside Czechia, but that's not enough. Some more misses coming in. I think it's over for Hong Kong. Oh, Tora missing, but just some more misses coming in from Irone and Henry, and it's just not enough. That looks to be it for Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Just a few more
fantastic
notes
plays
left.
from the Flip-Flop.
And yeah, that'll be it. 5-2. It was a very close match on a lot of maps, but unfortunately for Hong Kong, Czechia were just able to best them in a bit more maps, and that's going to be it for Hong Kong in the tournament, as they will be being knocked out. GG, well played.
Yeah, very well played, especially with Hong Kong having pretty sure the lowest average rank among their players of all the remaining teams, and by a decent margin too.
Yeah, and they performed quite well. Especially considering Czechia has I think, as you said, they have like two-digit players, and I don't think Hong Kong is a single two-digit player on their team.
I don't think they have a single 3-digit player on their team.
That, actually, yeah, you might be correct on that. I think they're just a team of like, no, they have a couple of players around like the 500 range, which is still quite impressive. Henry was ranked 480, so yeah, still very impressive stuff from Hong Kong. But yeah, that means Czechia will be moving on through the losers bracket. They will be facing the loser of, let me check, Italy versus Finland.
That's a really hard match.
Yeah, that is a tough matchup to have in losers round 2. Oh man, well, hopefully they can do pretty well against either of those two teams. That'll be it for the A channel, though, for about 15-ish minutes, and then we'll be seeing Switzerland versus Poland.
I think that's in an hour, not 15 minutes.
Ah, oops, wait. Oh yeah, you are very correct. I got the time zone wrong. Oh my god.
I have a really hard time converting from UTC.
Yeah, same. As you can tell from my mistake 2 seconds ago. So yeah, an hour and 15 minutes, not 15 minutes from now.
Oh, Indonesia and Portugal also ending in 5-1.
Yeah, with Indonesia taking that. And that means Portugal will be being knocked out as well, unfortunately. And that means Indonesia will be moving on to losers round 2 as well. Teachable play to both those teams, and to Hong Kong and Czechia. That'll be it for us for a little bit. We'll be taking a little break. We'll be back in about an hour. See y'all around then.
See?